by. Stand by. Oh, last two shots. All right, guys, we're back out at the range. I got a couple of drills we're gonna work on today. I'll drop this on my YouTube channel. If you like it, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, tell all your friends. Maybe we can get some good things going here on the channel. It's really an instructional channel. I'm not trying to make money. I'm not trying to get staccatos for free to try out and give reviews on. I just want to bring a good bit of knowledge to the shooting world, and if I can add to your skills today, that's what. All right, a couple drills we're going to work on today is a 3R33, and then we're going to work on a little stage building drill that's actually a qualifier for a USPSA match that I'm going to shoot this Saturday. So the first one, 3R33, is 3 rounds freestyle, do a mandatory reload, 3 rounds strong hand, 3 rounds support hand at 10 yards, all at a USPSA target. So what I don't want to do is this. I just don't want to go out there and start shooting 3R3 and hope and pray that I've got good skills. What I'm going to work on now is kind of skill building for that drill. Even though the drill itself is pretty simple, what I'm trying to do is get a good warm up for everything to build a good base from my draw to my first shot, to my follow-through shots, to my reloads, so that everything is precise. So when I get out of the range and I shoot the very first round, there's no wasted rounds outside. So first thing I'm going to do, obviously, get my pistol out, make sure it's safe and empty. I'm going to turn my red dot on, and good and bright. I'm going to holster, and I might put an empty mag in the magazine well. What I like to do for a good warm-up is get my good stance, and I'm looking down range, little nose over toes, exactly how I'm going to shoot my course of fire. What I want to do is make sure that my holster is lined up naturally with the way my arm is relaxed below the belt line for USPSA tournaments. I kind of index my elbow right here on the magazine well so that every time I know for sure that that pistol is exactly where I want it to be at. So when my hand comes up, it grabs underneath the beaver tail. It's high and tight. I've got a little crunching action right there. And it's a consistent grip every time. And what I will do is I'll warm up for about 20 reps like that, just making sure my belt's in the right position. If I were out on duty, I would do this in the morning when I put my duty belt on. Just grabbing and making sure that that grip is perfect. I'm not even worried about speed right now. I'm just worried about the perfect grip to get good muscle memory. What I can always do is I can pick the pace up a little bit on a good snatch. I'm kind of working on a snatch and a scoop at the same time, because there's two types of main draws. There's the snatch where my hand comes down, it snatches and pulls out. And then for grandmasters and professional trick shooters, there's the scoop where the pistol comes up. I'm scooping it out and over and driving it out. For me, that's a little more difficult because I can't get my thumb around the beaver tail really well. So it's kind of a mix, and I'm up and I squeeze. So then I work on that. I get that perfect grip up, pistols out, find the red dot. If I found the red dot at my target down range, I get a perfect dry fire. And if not, I bring it back down. Looks like I'm a little left, up, out, bam, perfect. All right, so I practiced that probably a good couple of minutes, just working on that good grip, perfect presentation, that perfect dry fire. I moved kind of left and right because as I lined up, my pistol was slightly to the left, so I changed my natural point of aim. Because if you give me an opportunity to get naturally lined up, I'm going to do that. If not, I'm going to work around that. Next drill I'm going to work on to get set up for 3R33 is the reload. And all I want to do is practice dropping a magazine and reloading that magazine. And I'm going to start it really slow and go through the fundamentals. So as I get my pistol out, as I'm reaching for this next magazine, I want to keep my pistol vertical. I don't want it up and I don't want it out to the side vertical. I'm going to drop that magazine, reach for my next one, try to keep that pistol at about close to my eye level, bring it up and right back again. Nice and perfect. Reset my mag. It's up, it's out, it's there, it's perfect. And I want to do that until I feel comfortable that I almost can't mess that up. Once I feel like I've got a good medium speed, let's pick the pace up just a hair. I want to make sure I can see the magazine well and back up on the pistol. Reset, up, here, back again. That's a good smooth reload. All right, the last warm up I want to do before I get on the range and start running some rounds is work on my transition from my strong hand up right there to a transition over so that my support hand is right on top of that target. And all I'm doing is trying to keep that pistol as flat as possible and try to keep a visual splashing of that red dot as I'm transitioning over. As you can see, my thumb comes up, creates a space, I'll show you here in a minute, so that my support hand can come underneath the beaver tail and vice versa with my strong hand. So in reverse, this is what it looks like. Pistol comes up and out. I still got positive control here. Thumb comes under, a good strong grip. On the transition, up and out, a little bit of space, a little bit of space. So nice and smooth, trying to keep that pistol flat with the red dot down range so that I can get a good transition on the next target. All right, 10 yards, 3 rounds freestyle, reload, 3 round strong hand, 3 round support hand, all in the A zone. Let's see what that time looks like. Okay. 773, let's write that down. Boy, 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 boy. 773. Let's take a quick look here. It's not a clean run, but first time through, I'm gonna call that. That's a Charlie. And that's a Charlie. Dadgummit, I thought I could squeak that as 1 Alpha and 1 Charlie, but so 773, 60 points possible. We're gonna be down 4. That's a 56. We'll do the hit factor in just a moment. Next. All right, 3R33, 3 freestyle, reload, 3 strong hand, then 3 support hand. 10 yards. Here we go. Oh, boy, that was a good run. That's a 703. I can see 1 definitive Charlie. Let's get the camera up there. All the way up there. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Yeah, come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1 Charlie. We'll do some hit factor stuff in a little bit. 703, that's a little bit faster than my first run. My second run was really, really bad, but I'm super stoked for this one. All right, 3R33, 3 freestyle, reload, 3 strong hand, 3 support hand at 10 yards. We marked it out 10 yards exactly. Shooter. Are you ready? Stand by. Oh, sloppy. Dropped a couple of rounds. I got 3 Charlies. It's a 6:30 faster time, but man, shooting left. Let's take a look at that. Man, I spilled some rounds out of my magazine well as I'm shooting. Kind of got my brain working. 3 Charlies. 3 Charlies in a 6:03. Not too shabby. 3R33, 3 freestyle, reload, 3 strong hand, 3 support hand at 10 yards. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, that's so freaking sloppy. So nasty. It's a 598. I'm gonna do the score, but I got a Delta and 5 Charlies. Man, that was so disgusting. It was so bad. All right, I think this is gonna be my last run at 3R33. It's 3 rounds freestyle, reload, 3 strong hand, 3 support hand at 10 yards. This is the Bear Standards, one of the Bear Standards drills, one of the drills of the month. Stand by. Oh, last 2 shots. By the way, Staccato XL. Boy, this baby shoots so freaking flat. Let's look at the time. 6:24. Let's walk up. I know I definitively have 2 Charlies. I'm hoping it's not 4. Hoping I got some line splitters here. Yeah. Oh boy. Let me see here. No. And that's a yes. So 3 Charlies. 1, 2, 3. And the time was a 6:24. I'm going to do all the math now, and I got them all laid out on the back of USPSA Target, and we're going to see what those hit factors look like with speed and accuracy mixed up together. All right, we're back. I've got the scores up, and little surprising. I'm trying to figure out hit factor scores and what they mean. And here's our time. So my first run was 56 points. That was 2 Charlies. Time was 7:73. Hit factor 7.24. My last run, I had 3 Charlies and a 6.24. So I shaved off, gosh, almost a second and a half. It was my highest hit factor of 8.653. And right above that was my worst one, what I considered my worst shooting, which was actually not my worst score, but it's a 46. I had a Delta, I had some Charlies, I had just a couple of Alphas, but a 5.98. Shot really fast, hit really poorly, and still a 7.692 hit factor, which is better than my first run, which only had 2 Charlies, which really shows you that speed and accuracy play an important role, and that speed, which is the dividend that divides into the points, makes a big difference. Hit factor is calculated by your total points divided by your time. That equals your hit factor. So again, my fastest time right here at the bottom, 54 points, 3 Charlies at a 6.24. It was an 8.653 hit factor. Pretty acceptable for my speed.